this is Laoise de Brún, who is a barrister, and she's kindly come along to the launch tonight, and she has first-hand experience of what is going on inside in the family court, an insight that I wouldn't have. She has that insight as a barrister.
Yeah, so my first, actually it was as a campaigner that I came across parental alienation before I was called to the bar. And there's a very big grassroots feminist organisation called FiLiA. They're the biggest grassroots feminist organisation in Europe. And they had done a deep dive into the industry of parental alienation in Ireland, and what they found was that a lot of people were making a lot of money out of it. It had no evidence base whatsoever, and all of Europe was turning away from it. And so I spoke about that at one of their events, and then when I was called to the bar, I am trained in crime, and in the criminal courts there's a kind of healthy sense that obviously it's up to the state to, the onus of proof is always on the prosecution. And there's a kind of healthy sense always of that balance in terms of a citizen versus the organs of the state. And when I started working in family law, in the family courts, it absolutely shocked me how it was inverted. So even though these are ordinary people who are up against the organs of the state, it's that balance is completely skewed. So what I've observed as a practitioner is that there's a huge coziness between the judges, the family court judges, and the assessors, who are obviously not regulated or supervised in any way. I completely agree with the previous point about young kids straight out of college who are so malleable, who aren't, rigorously trained clinical psychologists. And I have clients myself where it's very clear that coercive control is just continuing on via the courts. And no one is aware of this. There's no sense of a trauma, understanding of trauma or understanding of coercive control. But I think I'm really hopeful, very, very optimistic in terms of your endeavour, because you've got a proper cross-party group, so-called left and right and everything in between. I think that's really powerful. And I also think from my own advocacy, I know that the most powerful tool is an emotive story, because it's not facts. Facts don't win arguments, it's actually emotion. So I wish you the very best of luck, and I'm delighted to be part of whatever I can do to help you. And thank you I'm honoured to be here.
Thank you for watching. Please like and share.